Hi everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Gone. And in the we're on to part 32, and in the last part we started off. We ended last part by going to by heading off to this place, which is the high school which was introduced, which they used in Persona 3. And so now we're in a lecture. Sorry. So today we're in a lecture, and basically this story that he's telling here is, from what I understand, it's a Japanese kind of legend, and it is a real Japanese legend, I think. And but this is This is a very interesting. It's an interesting story, and I'm not going to try and spoil anything because I don't really want to spoil anything. But this is very, 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 very important story, and it's very important to the game itself. It will be, and you will find out why it's important. Sorry, you'll find out why it's important much later in the game. But basically, this is basically the story is that Inzamami dies in childbirth, and Izanagi wants to go into the underworld to save her, but he sees that she's now hideous. So he decides that he doesn't want to have her anymore. He doesn't want to try and rescue her. So he leaves her in the underworld. And basically, they split up. And it's basically, the basic premise of it is it's sort of their people dying and living kind of why that happens. Because the goddess Izanagi is the one who brings life. And puts, and brings life to the planet, whereas Inzamami is the one who causes all the death, because they hate each other. And so it's basically, because the line was basically in there of, Inzamami says she'll cause 1,000 deaths on the planet every day, and Izanagi's like, well, I'll bring 1,500 people onto the world every day. And so yeah, it's a really interesting story, and it's kind of what it becomes more relevant on multiple playthroughs. Basically, you kind of understand the relevance if you play through the game like multiple times. But I'll bring that up later on in the game. Anyway, so here we are. Thingamajiggy. This is a Kashiwagi, and she has picked the hotel that all the kids will be staying in, and it's a bit of a how can I put this? Her choice of hotel is very inappropriate. So yeah, and they're kind of pointing out that fact that this is basically a what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, Risa's trying to explain it, she's blushing. It's kind of a place where, let's just say it's a place where lovers go. Let's just say it's that kind of hotel. And we've got a mysterious voice. And by the way, when it says mysterious voice, you can tell who it... Jesus Christ. The biggest problem is you can tell who it is straight away, even before he appears. It says mysterious voice, and then you go, well, that's fucking Teddie's voice, there's nothing mysterious about it. And then, of course, he shows up. I do like his introduction here, where he's kind of like, this is kind of weird. Where he's kind of like, yeah, it's just weird, man. It's a really funny, it's a really interesting, yeah, the way he gets introduced here is, pretty funny. I like it. It's amusing. I took the train. I like that. They're asking, like, Well, how did you get here? Did you teleport or whatever? And he's nah, to the train. And he knew where they would get. Yeah, he's a regular investigator, is Teddie. Able to work out where they were by Yosuke's trip book. And that's a really good point that Yosuke brings up. Why did Teddie come in the suit? Why didn't he just go on the train as his human, in inverted commas, his human self, which seems kind of an odd choice. And he says, I like the line, yes, I nearly got thrown in the trash several times. I quite like it. So yeah. And this continues a little bit of a story where they kind of promised Teddie that they would Chie and Yukiko pretty much promised Teddie that they would go out with him at some point. And so he's kind of like, you have to do that. We're doing it now. So yeah, they're pretty much this is pretty much them saying what they're going to be doing tomorrow. That they're going to be skipping the factory tour, and they'll be asking Rise to show them around the hotel instead. God damn, stupid phone. Sorry if you heard that. So yeah, they're kind of pissed off that he's here. They don't really understand why the fuck he's here. And here's Kashiwagi. Hi Kashiwagi, how are you? So basically there's, yeah.
What's the matter?
I like this. This is really fucking funny. It's a bear-shaped bat. It's a souvenir. So now they're kind of passing Teddie off as a giant teddy bear, which they bought whilst looking around this place, Port Island.
Every room has a waterbed.
Oh God, it's sad. What? Oh God, the way she says it sounds so fucking trashy. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyways, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm exhausted. So many reasons.
Yeah, Yosuke's mentally and physically exhausted. It's time to go to bed. What's happening with Teddie? So that means he has to go in our room, it seems. I love this. I love this. This is fucking amazing. And so yeah, Teddie's trust in you has increased, and we've got his social look up to rank number 5. You can now kill severe ailments in battle. That's interesting. I love that line. Just very simple. I've got to pee. I gotta pee. I like that. I love Teddie in this section. It's really awesome. Yeah, so we toured Tatsuhime Port Island, and in the evening we're going to a club, because this is how we roll.
Whoa! So this is a club.
So yeah, we're all going this way. We're all going to a club.
Totally ready for this. There's nothing like this back home.
That is very true. Ah, look who it is. We ran into Naoto here. Isn't that kind of amazing?
What?
He does make a good point. Yosuke does make a good point here. Naoto brings up the fact that our young kids, our teenagers, school kids supposed to be in here, and you're a school kid, aren't you? Actually, it's never really explained what he's doing here. Why is he here? I don't really get that. Was he just having a look around? I don't really get it, but whatever.
We didn't get to chat last time.
To each his own.
It's just that I had some matters to attend to.
So yeah, he's now cornered. He can't escape that anymore. He has to hang out with us and chill and have some fun.
Someone my age is working as a detective. How about it?
How about it? Come on. Come on, Naoto.
If you insist.
You know you want
Huh? What's up?
to. I like how that seems to be a regular thing with Yosuke and Naoto throughout the game, that he tends to take the piss out of Naoto a bit, sort of make a
Don't worry. I think I can pull some strings.
I don't know what the word is. Fuck. It takes the piss out of Naoto a fair bit. I love Kanji's stance there. It's kind of so daft. That he's kind of got a crush on Naoto there. So yeah, Rise's going to pull a few strings, and she's got us into. She's reserved the top floor, which is nice.
No worries. 2 years ago when I had a
So yeah,
the power went out
it's kind of shows the benefits of having an idol as a friend, that they can pull stuff like this. That's awesome.
I'm gonna order more.
And I don't know what these drinks are meant to be. They kind of look like milkshakes, but I'm not really 100% sure what's going on there. So I don't know. And apparently Teddy's drunk. Oh, on his way anyway. Oh, that's a terrible joke, Teddy. That's a terrible fucking joke. He's drunk then, I guess.
That's a great one.
This is a bit of an odd section, I will have to admit.
Conjecture.
Yeah, I don't really get why. That's a bit of an odd.
She's looser than usual too.
That choice of. It's an anime choice thing, isn't it? Where, to show that somebody's drunk, they've got a red face. That face from Rise is fucking hilarious. Which I don't really get, but whatever. I guess it gets the point across. And now she's crying. I don't know why. So,
Seriously, booze?
yeah. So, is it... This is a really odd
King's Game.
section, and this was something I'd never heard of before, I have to be honest.
Adults play the King's Game. It's the law.
So yeah. They're going to play the King's Game.
They make me act like a dance, call me dead and stuff. They say I'm a
I don't know why, I just like this. I like this scene. It's kind of it's an interesting one, the fact that,
after I go
and I love, oh god, that animation's really good on Yukiko. He's kind of stupid smile on her face and kind of swaying from side to side.
Yet another side of Rise exposed.
So yeah,
She
so
knows what she's saying.
Rise is kind of,
get the chopsticks ready.
so yeah, Rise wants to play this game, and it's kind of interesting, I guess, that that kind of thing of her being
Started?
feeling left out of stuff because she was a kid doing the during the rap parties and stuff. It's kind of an interesting thing, I guess. Yeah, so I'd never heard of this game before in my life. I guess this is a Japanese thing, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just culturally inept, and this is something that happens over here, but I just don't fucking know anything about it. So, you drew a stick. It says number 1.
Okay, so
So that means we're the king. No, it means Teddy's the king. Hi, Teddy.
Is Teddy the king?
Teddy is the king. Hi, Teddy. How are you?
We're already doomed from the get-go.
I like Yosuke's kind of annoyance.
The king command thee to
God
smooch
damn it,
the
Teddy.
king without delay.
You're obsessed.
Smooch.
You're obsessed, man. So, who's it? Can you guess what's coming? There you go.
Grant me
Number 1.
number
Oh, that's us then. Fuck. I don't want to kiss Teddy. It's not my thing. I meant number 2. I meant number 2.
take-backs.
No take-backs.
smooch.
Yukiko and this scene's so fucking awesome.
There's chastity. True love needs a
Teddy.
sacrifice. Just
This is so
for
daft.
you, sensei.
Oh my god. And why Oh my god, why did he kiss Kanji? That makes no fucking sense.
Ooh, only the first round.
So fucking weird, man. Oh well.
Huh? Is it that kind of game?
On to round 2. Okay. Whatever happens, you get the same thing. So if you draw either if you take either option, which is draw near or draw far. The first time you're gonna draw.
That's not how it goes. If the last king
What am I talking about? Yeah. Anyway, whichever option you pick first in the first 2 options or the second 2 options, the first option ends with you being number 1, picking the number 1, and the second option always ends with you being the king in the second round. So it doesn't really matter wherever happens. Oh, they could have to. So yeah, they've been completely and utterly a piggyback ride. What the fuck's going on? So yeah, basically whichever option you pick. Number 1 rests on my lap, number 2 sits on my lap, number 3 hugs me, or number 4 gets piggyback ride. What did I pick? I picked number 3, yes. I think it's Yukiko, whichever one you pick. Yes, because I remember picking, No, I think it's different. No, sorry, it is different. What am I on about? The only... In my first playthrough, I can't remember what I picked. My second playthrough, I know I picked number 2 sits on my lap, which I think was Chie? Yeah, I think so. And number 3 is Yukiko, obviously, as you just saw there. So I think they are different, but I don't know what the piggyback ride would have been. Maybe Risei, who knows? I just love the sorry. I just love Yukiko in this scene. She's just really awesome. Really funny.
She's breaking all the rules. Just ignore her, Naoto.
No.
So yeah, she wants Naoto to tell a embarrassing story. And he's saying, sorry. And he's saying if he does this, then we have to. Everyone else has to kind of say something as well. So, what's Naoto gonna talk about?
Way to kill the mood.
So yeah, this is pretty much this whole section. I think was just done specifically to give a bit of backstory, like to give a little bit more backstory on Naoto and what he's about. What Naoto's about. And he's pretty much just saying that he's that his family have been private detectives for generations. And he's pretty much saying that and it's pretty much just a thing of him not really having a childhood and wanting to kind of him needing to grow up more, quicker, and also about him kind of having to really needing to study incredibly hard. So yeah, Risei's gone to sleep. So, what is your true involvement in the murder case? Yeah, that was getting right to the crux of the matter, eh, Naoto? You're so good at I like, Yosuke's really good here. And Yukiko actually tells the fucking truth. But Naoto thinks we're taking the piss. Yeah. You idiot. I love Yosuke's reaction.
Are you making fun of me?
Nah. And that's the sad thing, they're not making. That's the sad thing. She goes back to sleep. Two drunks to bed already.
I see now that you had no intention of telling me the truth.
But that's the sad thing, Yukiko actually did tell the truth.
This isn't alcohol.
This is the point. That it isn't alcohol.
I confirmed it when
So
I
I
visited.
don't, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why these Teddie, Yukiko, and Rise think they're drunk. I don't really get it. Maybe it's the, like Chie says, maybe it's just the atmosphere. Maybe it's because they, you know, the placebo effect kind of thing, where they think that they're drinking alcohol when, you know, when they think they're drinking alcohol, so they decide that they're going to act in that manner. I don't know, maybe that was the case. Seems the most likely. Okay, Teddie.
Let's keep drinking till morning.
It's not alcohol, dumbass.
Bring it on.
Ah, this is such a good section. As I said, you haven't been drinking alcohol. Oh, you morons. I like Naoto's reaction there. And so that's it. We're almost done with the school trip stuff. Lasted for 3 days. So yeah, we're finishing off by going to... this is the last little section before we move on to the next section of the story. It's pretty much how it worked last time. With it's how it works with every single case, I guess, really. Like the Mitsuo thing, that sort of finished Mitsuo's stuff. The Mitsuo dungeon finished, and then it was pretty much just a case of some unrelated character building kind of stuff happened, and then it kind of went into the next section of the game. So I think this is the last real bit of character stuff before we move on to the next section of the main narrative. Sorry about that. So yeah, Teddie's eating a lot as per normal. Shocking.
The Hagakure bowl's a normal menu.
So yeah, Rise's kind of disappointed that she didn't order the right thing. Should have asked.
Hey, is
Damn it.
it okay for you to be out in the open like this?
Sure, no prob. See those signing boards? My autograph's up there too.
So yeah, we're almost done now. It's the last little section of this trip. It's almost done. I like that little bit of animation there. That's quite nice because I never noticed that before. Because the thing that happens here is that Teddie just nicked Yukiko's bowl of food, and I never noticed that there was an actual animation where he actually steals the bowl. That's kind of funny. Yukiko is not happy. You didn't finish it, so you bastard.
Hey, didn't you just order more a second ago? How many have you eaten?
How many have you eaten?
I don't know how to count. You little liar.
Give me that shit. So how many's he eaten? Let's see here. 10. How the fuck? How the fuck can he eat that? That makes it 11. How the fuck did he manage to eat so much? What a fat bastard.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's close to the meeting time.
So yeah, it's just like a little bit of like I said, it's just a little bit of a more character stuff, character interactions before we move on to the next section of the game. Before we move on from this section, I would say, which one do I always pick? I always say pick the mark. Yeah, pick the marquee. That it increases your relationship status with Naoto. Sorry, fucking hell, my brain wasn't working for a minute there. I do have to say that the food in the bowl does look quite nice. And my God, is Teddie dead? Has he died? What's going on with him?
Are you serious? Teddie!
No, he just needed to burp. He just had gas, the fat prick. Oh, I do really like it when Yukiko gets kind of
Someone carry me.
blunt. She kind of gets, you know, there are certain points where she just gets really kind
Please
of.
excuse me.
It's not nasty. It's just kind of like, you know, fuck this. I'm done. Which I kind of like as a character trait.
Hey,
And I don't have any money for a return to. Oh, isn't that a shame, eh, Ted?
return ticket.
I love this reaction. I love this so much.
Farewell, Teddie. We shall leave you here. Alone.
I love that. It's so fucking awesome. They just, we're sorry. We'll see. We'll remember you fondly, which I kind of like. But that's it. We are officially done with the trip, and we're now back in Inaba. Back to see Nanako and Dojima.
Welcome home. Did you
Hi, Nanako. How are you? It was great.
You went to Tatsumi Port Island, right? I've seen it.
Tatsumi Port Island. Okay, that's where it was. Yeah, it's kind of cool that they had the music from 3, because that's one of the music pieces in my very, 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 very small amount of time playing Persona 3 on the PSN. That music I heard a lot, and that music is fucking awesome, dude. It's so good. I love that music in Persona 3.
We just missed each other, huh?
Persona 3 itself I don't really like that much, but I just don't like the structure, because it's kind of a weird structure.
Did you remember to thank
Basically it's timed like this, because you know you're there for a year in Persona 3, you're here for a year in Persona 4. But in Persona 3 how it works is that you grind, there is one area where you go to grind stuff. It's like a giant tower where you just go through and take on waves and upon waves of enemies, and there's a boss every 10 levels, and you basically just have to take them. You have and it's just basically you go there with your members of your party, and you just keep grinding and grinding and grinding that way. And then at a certain point in time, a boss character will appear in outside of that, in the real world, basically, and you have to be at the correct level at that time to take him out and defeat him. And if you can't, then you get a game over.
Sorry.
And I just didn't like that structure. I prefer this structure where it's kind of like you go, you know, a new dungeon opens up when an event happens, when someone gets kidnapped, and you go into that dungeon, defeat the dungeon, and you know, go through the dungeon, defeat the boss, and that kind of thing. I just prefer it that way. It's just a much better structure in my opinion. But I'll have to go back to Persona 3 at some point and play it, but don't want to at this point, to be honest. I really don't. Anyway, we're finishing off this part with another social link with and so we're going to continue with Rise's social link. And this is where Rise gets kind of she gets kind of insecure kind of here, because obviously because of course Rise doesn't want to be Rosette anymore. She's left, so they've had to replace her with apparently someone who worked at the same agency as her, that was named Konami. Yes, not the not the publisher, not the video game publisher, the name Konami. And I think she's named, what's her name? Akamin, I believe, is her stage name, which is a bit of an odd stage name, but whatever. Yeah, so she's kind of pissed off about it, as you can see, a bit. Maybe it goes into the whole thing with her of, did she make the right choice? Did she has she made a mistake in not continuing with her kind of? Has she made a mistake by leaving and doing this kind of thing, or you know, should she go back and all that kind of thing? So she's kind of,
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's kind of interesting. like I say, her story, her social link is pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting character arc, I think. But yeah, Kanami. Oh, you mean Kanamin? So yeah, now Nanako-chan knows her. Yeah, and Nanako's just being her usual sweet, nice self. And so, yeah, this is her kind of getting the point. And Nanako just doesn't really get it. She's just, yeah, she kind of sees it as just Risei's Risei. It doesn't matter. She doesn't have, she doesn't care about any other part of her. She only cares about the part that, she only cares about the Risei that she knows rather than the potential for, the other potential Riseis and that kind of thing. Bit of a weird, I guess it's just like kind of she doesn't really, I guess Nanako doesn't really get it. You know what I mean? She doesn't, sorry, fucking hell. Yeah, so Risei is, was kind of annoyed, but now she's fine. It seems to be fine. Anyway, about the end of the part, so join me next time when we'll be going on to the next part of Persona 4 Golden. Oh, she'll periodically aid you in battle in various ways. Very useful. Okay then, I'll see you next time. Oh, we're not quite done yet. Sorry, fucking hell. Cheer up.
Thank you.
Cheer her up. Risei seems really nice. Okay, yeah. We're almost done. Yeah, I guess we've pretty much out of time. So yeah, join me next time for the next part of Persona 4 Golden. See you then.
I'll see you later, senpai.